What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, June 28th, 2019. Bitcoin close to 12,000 right now as I do this video. If you look at the screen, we have a weekly candle, potential reversal, a couple weeks of consolidation, potentially in play. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about my approach to accumulation. We're going to zoom in on the charts and see what's going on with Bitcoin. What is the story being told right now? And let's jump in. If you're new to the channel and you haven't seen any of my other videos on really this huge key resistance area we've hit, real quick, not going to take a lot of time, illustrating this in the last bear market, bull market swing high in 2013 to the bear market low. You can see Bitcoin exiting that bear market, huge resistance here at this 618 line on this Fibonacci retracement. 61.8% to the bull market high resistance. This plays into Fibonacci retracement, and you see 40% downturn. So what has happened recently as Bitcoin approached a similar area, the same exact area, Bitcoin has seen heavy resistance, almost identical to that last market. Not surprising as we track Bitcoin, always kind of having these harmonious moves, synergistic moves to the last cycle of its bull market, bear market. So we got the resistance at the 618 heavy resistance area. And the reason we tracked it is because we're always looking for resistance so we can be prepared for that consolidation. We can be prepared for that dip, because that is when we take action. At least that's when I take action in accumulating Bitcoin. So we got resistance, and now let's dig in to see what this looks like. First off, in terms of accumulation, I'll set the groundwork here by saying we have a swing low here back in June 6th to our most previous swing high where we saw resistance at that key Fibonacci retracement area. We have a heavy accumulation area, 9,900 to 8,700. Will we get there? It is a very high possibility we get there. It may take a little bit of patience. If we get there, that is my accumulation, heavier accumulation. Just throwing that out there. We're waiting, we're seeing. I don't know if it's going to get there, but for the very short term, we're currently on our way. Bitcoin currently down around 20 some percent. Previously down 20 some percent after this big consolidation yesterday. You can see 25%. Now, you might have, if you're on Twitter, you might have seen me tweet yesterday. I was buying some Bitcoin right in this area. I didn't time it perfectly where I'm buying it like 10,300. I want to throw that out there. But you can see the tweet when I purchased some Bitcoin. This is how I kind of average my way into buying dips. This was a 25% dip. I'm going to work my way in accumulation. Not a heavy buy zone like we have over here, 9,900 to 8,700, but at least kind of just stretching out my buying fingers of accumulation for Bitcoin down here. So what I'm looking at right now is this. I want to see potentially what is to come for Bitcoin moving forward. Is there potential for us to retest this huge Fibonacci retracement area? 100%. We could be on our way right now. It'll be very interesting to see if Bitcoin actually does break this previous swing high close to 14,000, and we really approach this 786 line close to 16,000. It would be incredible. Twitter, YouTube will probably be going crazy. But we have a ways to go before we get there. So on the short term 4-hour chart, what you see here, I'm looking at that resistance high to this previous swing low we had yesterday. And we have our Fibonacci retracement on the 4-hour now. And that's a heavy resistance area for us. Now you can see the 618 line right here, right around 12,500, 786 line, almost perfectly confluent with this long-term 618 line that we just talked about on the weekly chart. So this area, 13,100, extreme amount of resistance. If Bitcoin can manage to break through that area, that could be the first sign of extreme bullishness, right? So in terms of what that is, that's around 10%, 11% to go until we get there. So at the very least, keep an eye on that area, but also for continuation to the downside, be prepared for it. And here we have a potential resistance area at this short-term 786 to 618, 786 being up here around 13, 618, 12.5. And this could be the story of a lower high for Bitcoin and then getting resistance to create a lower low, leading us into our heavier accumulation area down here. And so what we'd have in play then is kind of this falling wedge. And that could be a bullish continuation pattern that Bitcoin eventually breaks out of July, August. These things take time to play out, right? This could be playing out in July. This could be playing out in August. This could be playing out in September. So you have to have patience, or really just track this thing. That's why I do these videos, to just kind of keep a daily eye on it. And that's pretty much my approach right now to Bitcoin. Obviously, a lot of things going on the RSI and the 4-hour. Definitely settled down a little, which is good. So if we're going to make a run for that 13,100 area, there's room on these momentum oscillators you see on the screen. Let me know your thoughts. How are you doing? Either way, it's exciting. Bitcoin currently above 10,000, above 11,000, almost at 12,000 once again. If you're here and you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you as part of the channel. I really appreciate you coming by. I will see you in the next video. Have a great day, and God bless.